Guys, I don't care how tempting it is, bro. From the past 2 years, I think the number one thing that I've learned is trying to switch up or trying to be somebody that you're not, bro. Rolling with a crowd of people that you're not supposed to be with, like doing things you're not supposed to be. Um, cause like I know me. And I know how I get, I know how I do, I know like everything about me, but trying to change up to fit in with like what you see as normal or what you see as cool or what you see as hard, like, bro, it fucks you, bro. Don't do it. Cause I had been thinking today, like I was like, where did I go wrong? I was like, everything was moving so good, bro. What happened? And then I thought, like, I had to sit down for like an hour or two, and I just thought for an hour or two straight. Didn't do nothing, like, I was just sitting here. And I was like, bro, it all went wrong with a girl. That's how it always starts, bro. It always starts like that. And I was like, yo, all went wrong with a girl. And then it went from me trying to, like, create a friend group. Because if you guys don't know, I'm a huge introvert, right? I recently had been like experimenting with extroverting myself or getting into the more extroverted spaces with a friend, and it worked. I'm now a little bit more extroverted like I used to be, and I could do both now, but I still prefer introvert. And me and that person stopped talking, right? And me and that girl stopped talking. And bro, now I don't know me. That's deep. I lost myself trying to find a new me that I thought was going to be an improved me in other people. And then once those other people left, I was just left with that attempted version. And yeah, I'm not really fucking with him right now, I'll be real. Cause like I said, I lost the old me that used to hustle, the old me that used to grind, the old me that used to just, it was his life. Like, it was just chill, calm, collected, cool. Like, I still have that in me. I know I still do. But, like, bro, I don't know how to feel about it. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. And I'm probably not even gonna speed this video up. I'm gonna keep it slow. But I genuinely don't know how to feel about it. Because, like I said, I would have thought this was like the improved version of me or like the maturing version of me. And don't get it mixed up. I have learned a lot of skills that I wouldn't have otherwise, but at what cost is the question I'm asking myself. And the reason I know that that older version of me, that more mature version of me that I'm seeing as mature, or that more easygoing, free living version of me, is because for me to sit down and think about this for hours, I know that's not something that the current me would be doing. That's something that the old me would do for sure. Sit in a car and just think for hours and hours on end while working on a vehicle, hours on hours on end. Like, that's the old me for sure. And yeah, I don't know how to feel about it, man. I know it's not a popular opinion for men to come on here and like talk their mind, but like, I love the older me, once again, used to like to document stuff. So, like I said, I'm trying to find that older version. And I was like, might as well just pick up a camera and record some, you know? But I find it as like kind of brutal the way that the life that I was trying to make kind of like collapsed. Like almost instantaneous. Like Where it wasn't even, no, it was pretty instantaneous. I'm not gonna lie. It started off slow and then it just like crashed. Like it was bad. If you guys don't know, it started off with me working at Walmart. And before that, I was doing like a pizza job where I had like a modified car, and like I used to just work on my car, go to school, go to work. Work on my car, go to school, go to work. Like, and that was peaceful to me. That was cool. That was calm. And then it went to modified car, work, school. Yeah, I mean, and then more working when I was home. That was like the most, what I believe was like the highest echelon of me, because I was able to balance all those things perfectly and I was doing cool. And then, like I said, I met people. That was the problem. And I wanted to fit in. So I went from not grinding every day to now I'm talking to everybody at work. I went from being quiet and learning when I go home to now I'm trying to post everything and do everything. Like, I'm trying to go out. Like, I went from, instead of posting every single day, to talking in person and going out with these friends and stuff like that. And like I said, it kind of, matter of fact, I'm gonna put you guys down real quick. It kind of tore me up. I'm not gonna lie, because like I said, once I lost those people, it was kind of like, and I know my closet was dirty. I have all my like thrifted clothes just laying around. I got to sort through those. But I thought of it as like, damn, these people are gonna be with me for like ever. You don't think, what if this doesn't work out? Like I said, at the time, I was still working at Walmart, and these people worked at Walmart with me. So I was like, I'm cool. And I was like, I'm not gonna quit anytime soon. And if I do quit, they gonna stay with me, right? Nah, bro. Fuck no. The girl ended up getting me fired. Oh shit. The girl ended up getting me fired. That's whatever. I'm not even and the dude just completely went radio silent. Yeah. And then all the other friends, like I said, they just disappeared. They were gone. I speak to like maybe one of the people, but we're not considered friends. I'm not gonna lie. And I found that crazy, and I took it as a lesson at the end of the day that everything that you think is permanent is not gonna be permanent. I'm gonna be real with you. And like I said, that was a huge kick in the balls. I'm not gonna lie, because if you guys don't know already, I did day trading, and my day trading was like one of my main sources of income. But so was Walmart. Walmart was feeding into the day trading, right? So as you day trade, obviously, you know, you could lose or gain money. I was losing and gaining money while I was at Walmart, but mostly in the green, right? Left Walmart, and then once all that stuff came crumbling down, my mental state crashed. Now, if you guys don't know, if you're a day trader, your mental state is the most important thing to you. And I used to guard that shit like, I don't even know, like the Lord of the Rings little troll looking dude. Like, bro, nobody could get near my mental state. And I was so open and so vulnerable with my, what's the word for it? Like, I was so open and lenient with who can kind of get into my mental space for that time being, like that 1 to 2 year time frame, that I kind of forgot to guard myself, and it costed me. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, once I left Walmart and all that, I kind of just stopped trading. I got out of it. It's not that I blew my accounts or that anything happened to them. I just couldn't do it anymore. I'm gonna be real. And I was going through a lot of conflicting kind of feelings about it. I was like, why would this happen? Why would they do it? Why would... I was just confused. The whole situation had me blue. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, why would he stop talking? Why would she stop talking? Why would they do this? Why would that happen? Why would... Like, it was a bunch of conflicting thoughts. I had a lot going on. And basically, I was like, fuck it. I was like, I can't handle trading right now, because trading is a very stressful thing. So I still had bills to do, and I still had all this, and I had a car, and I had payments, and I had bills due, not a lot of money. So I'm like, okay, bet. So I run up everything, right? I run up credit cards. I run up all my bread that I had stacked up in the corner. And this is within the span of like 6 months. So don't get me mind, don't get it mixed up that I like just blew all my money. I don't have a super luxurious lifestyle that I'm trying to keep up with or nothing like that, but maxed out everything, right? So fuck. Yeah, maxed out everything, and it was kind of just like, now if you guys also don't know, I'm a creator on the internet. So that's where this is going to. This is probably going to all my socials, whatever, but it was like, okay, cool. All this stuff happened, right? But I still have to make content. I was like, cool. And people know me as being the better off, I guess, kind of day trader in like my area and all that thing, and being a specialized guru. I'm not a guru by any means. I'm just a normal guy. I've been telling y'all this since day one. I work a job just like y'all. I live and breathe just like y'all. I eat just like y'all. I have struggles just like you guys. And what's it called? Yeah. All of that happened, and I was still making videos. Then I was like, you know what? While this mental confliction stuff was going on, I was like, okay, I'm going to take a break from Instagram, YouTube, and all this. During this, I was not posting on YouTube. Even a little bit before that, I wasn't even posting on YouTube because once again, I got comfortable. Once all of this happened, I took like a 2-month break from Instagram, I believe. Came back and I was like, what's up, guys? Like, nothing really happened. So during this time, I was in the loop of trying to do some things with Walmart because it was a wrongful termination, but can't really talk on that too much, you know. During this time, I was also taking therapy, kind of trying to like manage my emotions. Never in my life have I spoken about my emotions outwardly like that, besides like my journal entries. And brother, oh my God, therapy was so useless. I mean, it was cool to talk to somebody, but like, I don't see why people do it. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, me personally, I would rather go to a phone because I can see these later and be like, okay, this is how I messed up, this is how I matured, da 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 da. And like, it's film for me. I can go back through that film and kind of look at it and be like, okay, yeah. So that's why I'm probably gonna post this on YouTube. I'll be real. Just like my old journal entries. This will be the start of a new saga. But I will be honest, this is probably the most I've ever struggled on some real spill. And if you guys don't know, I did set a goal for myself. I was like, listen, I'm not going to get a job. I'm not. I refuse, like, no matter how bad it gets, I'm not going to do something like that. Walmart will be my last job. Fuck. So it's really, really been pushing me to, like, think, how am I going to make money? How is this going to work? And I ain't gonna lie, I still got some debts I gotta pay off. No cap, right? But I'm like, fuck it, I ain't gonna worry about it right now. But bro, that shit's hard. I'm not gonna lie. If you guys don't know, I still have this house to pay for. I did recently sell my my Tesla as well. I saw that as an expense that I didn't need anymore. And also payments. But I sold it, and I was like, okay, cool, whatever. But, bro, like I said, I've been sitting in my room for the past, like, 3-4 hours just thinking to myself, I'm like, what am I going to do? Like, because bills are due soon. Like, I got bills due, what, in, like, 6 days or something like that? And I don't got bread right now. And if you guys know me as well, I refuse to ask for help. I refuse, and I never will. Unless dire, like I'm talking about like life or death situation, I'm not asking for help. I'm gonna have to take it. Like, if I make a decision, I have to live with those consequences. And I stand by that 100%. Never will I ever ask for somebody to bail me out of a situation that I put myself in. And currently, I'm trying to think. I'm like mentally, because don't get me mixed up. I know how to make this money illegally. I know how to make this money loophole-wise. But I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, I have to be authentic. Like, it has to be legal, clean, squeaky, like nobody can do shit about it. Like, how am I gonna make it? And my solution to this originally was Depop. If you guys don't know, you thrift clothes, you you list it on Depop, you sell it, da 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 thing. And I had been doing that for what, 2-3 months, 2 months I think, since I got fired from Walmart. So, and it was making me some good money. I ain't gonna lie. Like, what was that? A few weeks ago, I had my first ever 1,000-day, or I want to say 700-day. Like, one day I made $700 while at the pool. That was pretty good. I cut that off for a minute, and now I'm coming back to it. But like, it takes money to make money, and currently I don't have any money. So I don't know. Like I said, it's pretty difficult. I'm not gonna lie. And way before I was doing Depop, I was doing Facebook, reselling as well. Facebook is just completely dried up. Summertime, it's usually like that unless you have something that's like super poppy. Mercari, that's another thing that I'm doing for the clothing and stuff like that. I have other items listed on Mercari, but that's really just a super hit or miss. 1 month I think I get a sale per month on Mercari. On Depop, I'm getting like maybe 10 sales per month. And then on Facebook, I'm probably getting not even, I'd say 1 sale per 2 months, something like that. So yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much my life right now. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm trying to think, like, genuinely, what steps can I take? And that's why I'm thinking, the first thing I'm thinking is like, pick up a camera, bro. Don't go talk to somebody. Don't do that. Go back to the old you. What would the old you do? And the old me would definitely pick up a camera and brainstorm while on video. So that's exactly what I'm about to do. I'm thinking, I'm like, bro, what can I do? Because like I said, the first thing that came to mind was like, you could make $1,000. I was like, I ain't gonna do all that, bro. You could make 10 bands doing, but like, come on. Yeah, bro. This is the cycle that I've currently been going through. And I know this is the main part of being an entrepreneur that nobody shows you about. The struggle part of being an entrepreneur is the hardest part that nobody wants to feel or nobody wants to experience. And it's probably the main part of it, honestly. Winning is cool, whatever. But this is the second part of it, which is sitting down, having to brainstorm. How am I going to make this money? How am I going to do this? Yeah, I got bills due, da, 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 da. As bad as I want to get a job right now, I'll be so real, bro. I went to Dollar General to get a job for a challenge I was going to do on my day trading and stuff like that. Didn't even make it a day. I went in there and I was like, yeah, hell nah. I quit the next day. I made some random excuse of why I couldn't work there no more. I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't do it. Bruh. I don't know, bro. But I guess this will be the first ever video. I'm probably gonna go wash my hair, think of some stuff while I like hoop or something. And I guess I'll get back to you guys. I might take a bike ride around the block. I'll be real. Just get up, get the fuck up and go move or something. I don't know. Because I can't stay in here, bro. I gotta be out and moving or something. But yeah, I think I'm gonna just call it a day here. I can't remember what I used to do in my like last videos or my last post that I used to do in my journal entries. But I guess I'll go ahead and say like how am I feeling and what I have planned today. All right. So how am I feeling? Damn, it's been a while since I've actually thought like genuinely how am I feeling? I wouldn't even say anxious. Like, that's the only thought that's coming to my brain, but I'm not anxious. I have so much faith in, like, the future me coming up with some master fucking plan, and he's always pulled through. So I've never really just doubted it. And I'm sure I've spoken on that before. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna talk about that real quick. So I think I've talked about the whole, like, I think of myself as, like, different, not personalities. I'm not schizophrenic or on any of that. But I have spoken about, like, how I have kind of, I feel like there's two sides of me, which is the more social and, like, cool and uppity and content creator me, and then you've got, like, not laid back, but, like, super sharp, focused, money making, grinding, hustling, more angry and less approachable me. And I'm thinking, like, and the reason I say that I couldn't say I'm anxious is because the future me is who I see as, like, the more locked in version of me. I don't think he's ever failed, ever. Like, that's why I still have confidence in me, even when things look so bad. Things could look so bad, and, like, I know these bills will be paid within these 5 days. So I'm chilling. I'm not, don't get it mixed up. I'm not comfortable. I'm not doing random things, like, but I'm comfortable enough to where I'm, like, playing games and, like, I'm just going about my day like normal. As long as I don't sabotage bro in the future, I know he's gonna pull through somehow. And like I said, these bills will be paid. I know that for a fact. Matter of fact, they might be paid later today. I don't fucking know. Whenever bro wants to lock in, but like I said, I could never say I'm anxious. I could never say I'm anxious, and I so mean that. Never. And I'm pretty sure I've talked to you guys about this before. I can't remember where, but I was telling you guys that you guys need to have something like that, like. And I'm pretty sure that's like that David Goggins kind of mentality. I haven't watched one of those influencers in a long time, but it really is. I'm not going to lie. So how am I feeling? I don't know. Like, it's kind of sad. I'm not going to lie, but, like, I can't articulate, like, how I'm feeling. I don't even know what to call it. Like, it's curious, I guess. I don't know. That's actually a big problem. Yeah, I need to get back into these videos for real. I really can't tell you guys how I'm feeling. I really don't know. Like I said, the only thing I can guess I'm feeling is, like, curiosity of how it's gonna get done. But once again, I'm not really curious. I don't really care because I know it's going to get done. Fuck. I'm not pausing this video or stopping this video until I come up with, like, what it is I'm feeling. I guess I'm not feeling ambitious either, though. I am feeling ambitious. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda am. Maybe that's the feeling for today. I do have a master plan that I don't want to talk to you guys about yet, but I'm soon to turn 21. Within what, like 2 months and a few days? Fuck. Yeah, soon to turn 21, man. Low key, I guess I would be disappointed. Like, that's the feeling. Ambitious, disappointed, frustrated, conflicted, like I said earlier. And I low-key feel pity. Like, I low-key feel pitiful. And it's not that I feel pity towards anybody, but I feel pity towards, like, the past of what I've done. Kind of thinking of, like, what I was doing to try to fit into the environment that I knew I wasn't supposed to be in. And it's not even that it was a negative environment. It's more of that, like I said in the beginning of the video, that I was trying to fit in and be something that I knew I wasn't. Even though it was slightly beneficial to me, it was more detrimental to who I was as a person than it was beneficial. So that's where pity's coming through. Frustration. I'm frustrated that I didn't see this coming. That I wasn't able to kind of brace myself for it even more. As somebody that's very keen and observed to things that are going on around him, for me to be absent-minded and let the things happen the way they did, and it caused this kind of problem, that is a problem on my side for sure, and I guarantee you it'll never happen again. Yeah, never again. But once again, for it to happen the way that it did, it kind of pisses me off, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that would go into me being upset, frustrated, pitiful, and like I said, I can't really say that I'm scared or that like I'm anxious or any of that, because I know it's gonna get done. So I'm not feeling any of that. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I guess that's the feeling for today. What do I have planned? Not jack shit. I'm not gonna lie. I do have some job applications that I did a little earlier, but I'm thinking about it now and I'm like, I guess I'm feeling prideful too. So I'm thinking about it and I'm like, these job applications that I put in, fuck, bro. I'm conflicted as fuck, bro. Oh my God. Bro, I promised myself I was not gonna get a job. And now it's looking that I'm about to fucking get one, bro. I'm not doing it, bro. Fuck. And then the shitty thing is, like, even if I do get one, I know for a fact that I'm just gonna quit, bro. It's because I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna be like, bro, this is not what I wanted for myself in the past, bro. I'm not gonna let myself do it, bro. I'm not gonna get a job, bro. I literally promised myself that I wasn't gonna get one. I also said to myself a long time ago, I was like, listen, bro. Make your bread, Walmart will be your last job. I was like, all right, bet. I was gonna pull the Quan route where I got a hand tattoo and I wouldn't have been able to work any more jobs ever again. And I'm really wanting to go do that right now. I'm not gonna lie. I keep talking myself out of it, but like, fuck. I'm not gonna get a job, bro. I'm not gonna get one, bro. That shit would tear me up. And I think that's why I can't stick with one. Like, when I went to the Dollar General one and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a job for this challenge. And I sat there and thought, like, while on a lunch break, I was like, bro, what the fuck am I doing here? I was like, I should not be here at all. And I just quit the next day. I don't want to ever work for somebody again. And I'm not going to let that happen, so I'm not going to get a job. And then I'm also thinking on the side of my brain, I'm like, but if I get a job, it'll make everything 20 times easier. If you get a job, you hustle for it for a few months, you come up with a few thousand, you can flip that so easy. I know that. I know this. But then the other side of my brain's kind of like, well, you did have a job at Walmart. Why didn't you hustle and why didn't you flip that money then? Bro, I'm having a whole internal dialogue right now, I'm not gonna lie. And like I said, I don't think I can get a job, or I can't do it. And it's not even because I don't want to get one. Like, I do, but When I make a promise, bro, I gotta hold it, bro. And I said I wasn't getting another fucking job, bro. Fuck. And it would tear me apart if I got one. I know I would. But it's gonna make life more complicated for sure. Fuck, bro. Let's get this fucking video ended with, bro. So, alright. What do I have planned for the rest of the day? Nothing. I'm probably gonna go on a bike ride to think about how I can make some money. I'm gonna be real. And I'm talking about like good money. Every time I think about how I'm gonna make money, it's sustainable income. Like, the only problem with this shit is that it's not consistent, bro. Like, one day I'll make hella bread and then the next day I'll make like nothing. It's not consistent right now, bro. And that's where the doubts are coming from. But I know if I keep at it, eventually it'll become consistent. And I know how to get it to be that consistent, but I don't know, bro. I don't know, dude. Fuck. Yeah. I'm gonna go on a bike ride. Wait, it's 12 o'clock. I'm gonna go on a bike ride, a few mile bike ride. Probably come back and go to the pool. Sit there and think the whole time. I'm just do cardio and think of how I'm gonna make this bread, how I'm gonna run it up. What's the next video that I'm doing? And I'm probably gonna make these videos daily now, to keep up with everything. But I don't know. Yeah, probably bike until it's like 2 o'clock. Go to the pool until it's like probably 5. And then what? I don't know. Hopefully I'll have something figured out by then. Well, wrapping it up, it feels good to be back here and kind of just in the mind of Cooper and in the mind of a future millionaire slash future successful slash I don't know what the fuck it's gonna be in the. I just want to live peaceful. That's all. That's all the goal has ever been. Even if it's not $1 million, but this is everything for today. I'm not gonna lie. 33 minutes. Holy yeah, bro. And so much of it is just dead silence, but whatever. Like I said, it feels good to be back. I'm gonna be posting these every day again. Journal part 2. I love you guys. I'll see y'all later. Peace.